Be sure to check out my daily live stream at twitch.tv/SourPeachProductions. Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick commentary video. I usually don't do commentaries, especially over Call of Duty, but I enjoy World of Warcraft, so whatever. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the Twitch community and, you know, the difficulty of picking between Hitbox and Twitch. Personally, I love Twitch. I fell in love with it around 2013, 2014, actually, late 2014. That's when I started streaming, and, you know, it's just been really fun for me. I've had good experiences with Twitch. You know, the Twitch staff are great there. They handle everything. You know, they're very strict, but in a good way. It's not to the point where they're going to shove rules down your throat. They're very flexible. They handle reports very well. So if you have like someone who's harassing you on Twitch, go ahead and report them. You know, they'll handle them. Anyway, so the Hitbox is it's kind of like it's a competitor of Twitch. Now with Twitch, Twitch has always been there. Well, at first it was Justin.tv, then they rebranded and became Twitch Interactive. Justin.tv was originally just supposed to be more of a, I guess you could say more of just a daily life thing. It wasn't towards just games, it was towards a lot of other things. But yeah, so I just found that Twitch is very nice. I love it. You know, I have a great fan base there. I just hit 500 followers. Go ahead and hit that follow button on twitch.tv/SourPeachProductions too, by the way. Hashtag shameless advertising. But yeah, I just love Twitch, man. You know, I've had great experiences. I'm sure Hitbox is great too, but there's a hard choice between Hitbox and, you know, Twitch. If you already started with Twitch, stay with it. You know, I don't recommend you go to Hitbox right after, you know, you build up a good fan base, because most of them probably won't follow you. Maybe the dedicated viewers will, but then they'll have to go between Twitch and Hitbox and go switch back and forth just to watch their favorite streamers, and I don't think anybody would want to do that. So, if you're going to pick between Hitbox and Twitch, I'm going to show a couple of pros and cons. They're mostly pros between the two. I don't want to be biased in any way. Even though I love Twitch, I will make sure Hitbox has a fair play in this. Now, first off, Hitbox is new. And by new, I mean it is growing immensely, like insanely. Like, they're growing a big fan base. I forget, I think they hit like 1 million recently, like 1 million users. And that was within just a couple months. So they're growing pretty big. And the question that a lot of people are asking is, well, why are people switching from, you know, Twitch to Hitbox? And I feel like the main answer is it's very unpopulated right now, and they feel like, you know, if you switch to Hitbox, and you're one of the first, you know, users there, you will, you know, grow. You'll get bigger, you know? Now, I don't know how Hitbox works. I know it's pretty much the same thing as Twitch. The only difference is, you know, the user interface, and, you know, I know that they have a shorter delay time apparently, though I'm not exactly sure, you know, what proof they have of that. I don't know. Because every time I go on a Twitch stream, some of them have like a 1.5 minute delay. And other Twitch streams have like a 5 to 15 delay. So, I think they're going by averages, but who knows? I feel like delays are responsible by the Twitch stream owner and the internet service provider as well. I don't think it has anything to do with the domain, unless, you know, they have some pretty shitty servers that are hosting, you know, the streaming service. Now, let's just get in depth here. Hitbox, since it's growing, people are gonna want to go on there. And they're gonna want to be like, hey, if I go in there first, I'll get mainstream, and I'll make the cheddar, bruh. And, you know, I don't really support that motivation, but some people do. Some people feel like money is a great motivation. I don't really believe that. I believe that what matters most is the dedicated viewers, the community, and just overall your reputation on Twitch or Hitbox. I feel like, you know, you should be very involved with your fan base. You should be, you know, very involved with, you know, just your fan base in general, man. You don't want to ignore your viewers. So now let's think of a couple things. According to Hitbox has the lowest delay out there for a streaming service. Again, I don't necessarily believe that. You guys can, but I don't really believe that. I believe it, you know, it matters on, you know, the streamer and, you know, their internet service provider and how fast their upload speed is and how fast their download speed is. But yeah, that doesn't really matter. The only real disadvantage to having a very high stream delay is, you know, you being able to respond to the chat. So, like, when somebody says hi, they're gonna have to wait like a minute and 45 seconds for you to reply. And I feel like that's a big turn off for viewers, and, yeah. So, what I found was, I do CSGO betting. I go in CSGO Lounge. I don't really play CSGO anymore, but I love the whole betting aspect. Hitbox, when I was watching this one stream, Hitbox was buffering every single 5 seconds when I was watching a competitive match. I forget what it was. I doubt it was Issa. But I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like Ninja's Pajamas versus Fnatic. But it was being hosted on Hitbox, and I could barely even watch. I did a whole bunch of different things. I tried turning off hardware acceleration. I tried, you know, turning off Skype. Everything. It just wouldn't work. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But that's just, you know, my 2 cents. You know, it just never really worked for me. Apparently, Hitbox has partnerships, which means you don't have to get partnered with Hitbox. You can get partnered with other people as well, kind of like an MCN on YouTube, like Freedom, Machinima, all of those. It's the same exact thing, except with live streaming. Now, I don't know how that exactly works. I feel like it's ad revenue. Not exactly sure. But yeah, with Twitch, they don't have that. You're either partnered with Twitch or not. So like every single subscriber, and I heard this, I'm not exactly sure. Every single subscriber with Twitch, they get half of the subscriber monetization. So like if somebody subscribes, it goes, you know, they subscribe for like $5 a month. Half of it will go to Twitch, half of it will go to you. I feel like that should be changed. I feel like that should be based on performance. So like the first time, you know, it should be half and half, but as your performance grows, and as you know, contribute more, I feel like the revenue share should, you know, go towards more of the streamer than Twitch itself. Anyway, Twitch has a large fan base. Now, this can be a good thing, and this can be a bad thing. The bad thing is, you know, it'll be pretty hard for you to start off. If you're one of those people that have trouble being motivated, Twitch is not really for you. Stick to Hitbox, because it's growing now. But Twitch is very dense. Dense and diluted, if that makes sense. As in, it's very diluted with gamers, and there's a whole bunch of people that you're gonna have to be competing with. And, you know, it's just hard. It's really hard. It's really hard to start off, and, you know, it'll stay like that for a while. I don't know how they're gonna fix that. I doubt they will fix it, but yeah. So, yeah, Twitch has a pretty large fan base, and in a good way too. You know, if you actually blow up, if people start watching you, you're gonna get an enormous amount of viewers, which is pretty cool. You know, you get a lot of subscribers, you get a lot of donations, and, you know, you just be really in with the community. You know, you get a whole bunch of people watching you, and, you know, it feels good. You know, it feels good. When I first hit 32 viewers, which I know it's not a lot compared to mainstream streamers, but you know, it was it was amazing. There was a lot of people there. I was being active with the chat, and I just enjoyed myself. That's the main thing about streaming. You should enjoy it. You shouldn't be doing it as a job. You shouldn't look at it as a business. You know, it might become a business, it might become a job to you, but it won't feel like a job. It shouldn't feel like a job. Now, another thing, which I think is a good thing, was Twitch was bought by Amazon. Twitch had a choice. Twitch either could have went with Google. First off, Google proposed, I think it was like what, $1 billion, around $1 billion. I think it was like $978 million, but it was rounded up to $1 billion. For, I forget what it was. I think for the whole thing, because YouTube tried to do the whole live streaming thing. They added like this feature on YouTube to live stream. Didn't even work at all. You know, nobody really used it. You know, it was a failure. It was a complete, utter failure. So what they were like, okay, if we can't beat them, be them. All right, we'll purchase it from them, and they'll surely accept our contract, right? They'll surely, you know, accept $1 billion. That wasn't the case. Amazon, I believe they did like $500 million. And then Twitch accepted it because they cared more about their users. They've seen Google's performance. They've seen what they did with their user fan base. They saw before how they shoved Google Plus down their throats. They deep-throated us. They deep-throated Google Plus down our throats. And I'm still pissed about that today, but that's another story. So they really do care about their fan base. And that's another thing. Twitch actually respects their users. As far as I know, I'm sure HITBOX does too. I'm not sure about how, like, you know, the staff works and everything. I've never dealt with the staff at HITBOX, but Twitch actually respects their users. What's unique is I filed a harassment report on one user that went on my stream, and they dealt with him. They actually did deal with him. They actually cared. I was like, you know, I explained the whole situation. They were like, okay, you know, we'll do this and this. They suspended him for like, I forget, like 30 days. And to top it off, he never came back. And it was really nice. It felt like, you know, I had control of my stream and the staff were nice. And yeah, it was just really nice. Another thing is Twitch apps or APIs or whatever you call it. A lot of applications, third-party applications, programs, external programs, whatever you might call it, work with Twitch. That's another thing. Twitch comes with a lot of things, like Twitch alerts, something called Twitch alerts. I think they accept HITBOX now, but I'm not exactly sure. But it was meant for Twitch. It was built for Twitch, and a lot of applications aren't compatible with HITBOX yet. So, you know, I guess it all depends on your preference, or, you know, it's just, I would go with Twitch, but if you're starting out, go with HITBOX, I believe. I believe you should definitely go with HITBOX. They have a great community building, but other than that, yeah. So, if you're already building a fan base, if your fan base is fairly large, or you have some nice dedicated viewers on Twitch already, and you start streaming, stick with Twitch. If you're thinking about streaming and you want to try streaming, stick with HITBOX. HITBOX is growing, and, you know, there's more of a chance of you actually succeeding and being able to do Twitch as more of a full-time job or part-time job. It won't feel like a job, but it's pretty much is a job. You'll get paid. Anyway, that tops off the commentary for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to go on twitch.tv/SourPeachProductions. Click that follow button, and same thing with YouTube. Make sure to press subscribe. We just hit 200 subscribers. I am happy, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you guys later. I will see you in the next video.